Yo, 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 my Star Citizens and new gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Minix. And in today's episode, we are back on board the 890 jump. So, me and Kilthanis are going to have two ships here soon in this area we're at. We're going to try and see if we can get the other people in the org to have some ships over here, maybe some capital ships. Looking at you, Tiddles and Strangleworm. See if we can get some ships over here and have like a base of operations where we will all just be with our docking collars open so we can fly between each other's ships. Maybe use the ships that we've got there in each other's areas. So like I've got a Golem and a Salvation, so you know, someone like Kilthanis could come and use them if he needed, and whatever ships he's got I could use, and vice versa with everybody else. I'm not too sure how that would work, but it's definitely something we are looking at. So what am I doing today? Well, so I'm in the middle of nowhere. I do want to get myself over to Pyro at some point, because the way I'm doing my 890 jump sort of life is I want to have the two ships I've got, and then I want to be able to go down and just pick up small bits of cargo like Partilium, stuff like that. And so I think I need to be over in Pyro, but I'm not too sure yet whether I want to do that until the next update comes and then do it then. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of go through my idea here. So let me just bring up a web page for myself. Okay, so what I'm looking at is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up my screen here so that you guys can see it. And I'm going to show you what I'm looking at here. And so here it is my screen. So I'm looking at UEX and SC Trade Tools. So we're looking at Carbon Silk, and it's going to be over at Terra Mills. And we'll probably sell over at Rat's Nest. But now we're not really too bothered about this. 64, because we're looking at the OX. We're going to try and get more than this anyway. So we're looking at $250,000 for an OX of it. So we're probably looking at, if we go to Terra Mills, we've got 219 here. We might not be able to get all that, and boxes up to 8, size 8. So we're going to head over to Terra Mills in a smaller ship, pick it all up, and then go from there. I'm going to go in the Golem, but what we're going to do is move closer first. What I could do is I could go down in the salvage ship first because it's quicker, and just see if it's there, and then go and pick up in the Golem once I've bought it. But I'll probably just head down in the Golem OX and just see what's there anyway. So that's what we're going to do, and this will show and highlight my thing. Now there is other things that could be really, really good, like Partilium. So we look at Partilium in here, and it's over at Sacred's Plot and Bone and Revive. Look at that. So basically double the amount of what we would get for this one that we're looking at. So you would go to somewhere like Sacred's Plot, pick up whatever you could there. So we go to here and go Partilium. But the difference is with Partilium, they might only sell 20 or something, 18, you see. So we're better off at the moment with the Carbon Silk. And there might not be any there. There might be other people doing it. That's why we're going to go down in a smaller ship first. And yeah, so we're looking at Carbon Silk. Now, you could probably get it at a better price over at Sacred's Plot as well. So you could pick up the Partilium and the other stuff over at Sacred's Plot. But because I'm not over at Pyro at the moment, I'm just going to do the Terra Mills one, and you'll get an idea then. And this is why I want to go over to Pyro, so that I can, from the basically just go down to somewhere like Sacred's Plot and pick up this stuff. Okay, so let's do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly closer over to the Terra Mills area, but not actually go there itself. And so where are we now? We're currently in Microtech area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly towards Crusader, and we're going to go over to one of the planets over there. So I'll probably just end up around here and then go down in the smaller ship from around here. So that's what I'll do. I'll just head over there, and then when I get to around here, I'll go from there and just jump out.
Shield system inactive. Quantum drive active. Shield system active.
Okay. So I'm about 4 George Michaels away. Let's have a look where we are. Are we near where I want it to be? Yeah, sort of where I want it to be, around here. So we've got to go to one of the moons over here. So 4 George Michaels, not too bad. I'm going to leave my shields on and my weapons on. I'm just going to turn my engines off. And then my point defenses then are still on and are still active. And then I'm just going to head out. So there's the Golem and there's the Salvation. So I don't know which one to go down in first. If I go down in the Golem, then I may get clocked as a trader. So I might go over in the Salvation first just to scout. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just open the bay. Is there a way of just opening the bay? I don't want to open... I don't want the lift to go up. I just want to open the bay. Is there a way of doing that? Open hangar doors, close hangar doors, send the elevator. So open hangar doors. Turn ship on. So there we are. I'm just going to leave that open. Nobody should come past me or be around me, and I'm just going to leave that like that and trust it. Right, so let's head over to... We are going to Terra Mills. So let's do that in the maps. Terra Mills, Hydro Farm. There we are. Forge George Michaels away.
Quantum drive is now on. Landing gear raised.
Having a quick ship is good, and then I'm not going to arouse suspicion because people are not going to be thinking about me coming in as a hauler. I get to scout out if there's people around, and then I can buy the cargo as well. It's like a couple of ships there.
Shields are on.
A few ships there. There's a big ship there as well. Get to scout it out. Couple of ships there. So this is why it's good going down in a smaller ship. Request landing. Sometimes they'll let you land on here. Sometimes it lets you land. You can call it and it'll let you land. Right, so where do we want to go? We want to be... That's that one over there. Oh, bit of an hard landing. The landing gear is down, isn't it? Yeah. Turn engines off.
Engines are off.
Okay, so you can see now why I came in with the salvation, because so many ships here. I wanted to scope it out first. See what was around. So that's the other salvage ship. And you got more, not more, raft. C2, Cutty Blacks, 2 of them. C1. Another Cutty Black there. Someone's under suit. Someone's box. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay. So, fresh food is out of stock here. Pressurized ice is out of stock. Carbon silk is, we've got 258, which is good. So the pressurized ice is a good one here, and the fresh food. Now let me have a look how much those would be if I was to get those at any point. Let me just bring up the thing. Okay, so fresh food. From Terra Mills to the... Oh, that's a big one. So you can pick up the fresh food. That's a big one. So what's fresh food? How many on here? From Terra Mills. So they only do 94. So that would be a good one because you're doubling your profit. And then the other one was pressurized ice. But there is a thing on at the moment for the pressurized ice. So that doesn't help with that. And then going to Virginia Point, you're only going to get 50 odd. So it's not a big one, the pressurized ice. The big one is the fresh food and the carbon silk are the two main ones. So fresh food. I'd take the fresh food as well once that goes up. So let's take Terra Mills, put that on there, and then I'm going to take as much of that fresh food. I'm going to take the 4 of the fresh food for 94k. Revenant Tree Pollen. Let me have a quick look at that. You're only going to get 28,000 for that, so it's not really worth it. So it's mainly the fresh food here and the carbon silk, and then pressurized ice. Again, it's not a massive one, pressurized ice. It's more about the fresh food. In fact, you're getting a bit more with the carbon silk. So I'm going to take all of this carbon silk as much as I can. 32 lots. 258 for 17 million. No, 4.5 million. And so you're 256 of that carbon silk there. And I'll take that extra one as well, or the extra 2. Leave it at 0. When you get this where it's a 1 like this, it means that what's happened is someone's ended up being able to get half of an SCU, so this 1 is not a full 1. And I'm not going to bother with the tree pollen, and the pressurized ice is none anyway. So what I can now do is come in. The thing with this is the pressurized ice is people coming in for the pressurized. They're not touching the silk, and so they're getting the fresh food, which is a real good commodity, and they're getting the pressurized ice because of the thing that's on at the moment, the Alliance aid thing that's on. So that's going to make it a bit of a task because we are going to have to deal. We could end up having to deal with people coming in for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back up, and when I come back, that fresh food might have stocked up again. So I'm going to come in with the golem now. Done my scouting. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 10 ships around. So I'll just keep an eye when I come back. When I come back with the golem. Now, what I could do, in fact, is something else. I could, in fact, take one of the other ships. If one of these other ships, it's like the mall there, if that could get on the mall, if it was open, I could take the mall, land it, unlock the ports, and use that ship, but that's not open. So you've got the C2, which I could do it with as well. The C1 here. Oh, is that an Intrepid? No, it is a C1 in it. So again, the C1, could do it with that one. And they're about 40 odd, the thing is. So I could do it here on the C2, but it would be a risk. It would be a risk. Someone's got pressurized ice here already. So I could land this ship, fill the ship up, and then head back to my own base with it. That's something I could do. So but the worry you have with that is because it's somebody else's ship, they may be able to locate it to where I am. So there is that worry as well that you have to worry about. So if I went with the golem, I'd get 64, so I'd have to do 4 journeys with the golem to pick up all that I've picked up. Or I could just fit it all into here. What would you guys do? Let me know in the comments, guys. What would you guys do with this? Would you land this ship? Can I even fly it? I'm on it, so I don't see why not. But like I said, the worry you have then is somebody being able to fly to it. Can't open anything. Oh yeah, can. Take those just in case I need them. Now I could scan the ship and make sure it is, if it's unregistered, because if it's unregistered, then they won't come back to it. seems alright. Everything seems fine with it. Now, was the issue that there is the lifts are broke or something? I'm going to open the doors, and I'm going to try and open the ports as well. I think it's K in it.
Launch complete.
That's the ports, but what about doors? Unlocking all the doors. Sure, we can do that. Oh, my ship come out of it. Definitely don't want that.
Landing complete.
Definitely want I want my ship in there. So let's sort that out. Because once I've done this, I want to be able to just fly the ship back out again and then go back out with my salvation from there. Get that off. Get off. Right. So what I want to do is get the cargo in and then grab my salvation from there and bring that in. So there's 32 boxes of that. So let's see what we can split. Split that to 9. 168. I'm just going to throw this in here. The thing is this ship will be a tank. So if somebody is waiting for me, it is a tank. This thing, it'd have to bring in a big ship. A lot of boxes to pull off. Yeah. Like I say, I'm going to have to scan it. What I'll do is I'll have to scan the ship with my salvation. Make sure it is not registered to anyone at the moment. Now I could have just come over with my big ship. There is that option, but it's not what I want to do. I want to use that ship out in space and just be a place where I can freely unload to the big ship. I mean, I could just take this ship and go on do what I need to do with it, like selling the cargo, but I think with what I'm doing, I want to sort of have that working from a different ship sort of thing going on. Back. I was worried that we would lose all this cargo because this wasn't our ship. But that ship's landed now. Oh no, it isn't. Right, let's carry on as we were. Last 2 boxes. That would have been disastrous if we'd have lost them last 2 boxes. If we lost it all after these last 2 boxes, should I say. Okay, this last one, fresh food. And then I'm going to make a dangerous move. I'm going to go and see if there's any fresh food to buy as well. So I'm going to be doing a dangerous move. So what I'm going to do is just put this away, make the quick run, check around, make sure there's no Nothing around. Dive into the shop. See if I can buy some fresh food for next time I come down. Bit of a gamble leaving all that lot open, but I can't close it anyway. But I've got to be quick. I'll just be quick in here. If there's no fresh food, I won't buy it. Obviously, I can't buy it. If there is, I'll buy all that I can. And then just use time. Come back over time with it. That's the whole gameplay that I've got going. Right, so what we've got, fresh food. So I'll buy that fresh food there, 23. 23, lots of fresh food. So there's only 2 boxes. I might even just bring it with me actually now. And then we've got the carbon silk, some more. I'll buy those 4 units of that. And I'll buy 4 of that. And the 2. I don't think I can buy the 1, and that can buy the 2 yet. Cool, and that's everything there. I'm not going to bother with that. Just want to get back over and fill the rest of the ship with what I've got while I can, and then get off. So I looked out a bit here with the C2. Obviously, that's not going to be the case all the time. But what I would have done is just come down in the Golem and done a couple of trips. Probably would have been about 4 or 5 trips to do it. But the point is I mean, I'm taking a big chance here. I'm taking the C2 and everything that's in the C2 to my place. Whoever's C2 that is, they could end up finding that ship. But I think because it says I'm not trespassing, I think that we're in a good place with that. That's all of that. Let's bring it up. So I don't think anyone owns the ship. I think it's whoever's it was, they've gone. But there is that danger of that, isn't there? Oh, did I just see a shadow? I thought I just saw a shadow. Careful. Just grab the rest of this and then we'll get on our way. What I need to try and do though is make sure there's room for the ship coming in, the other ship to come into it, because I want to make sure I don't want to leave this C2 hanging around, because again, like I say, someone could just come in and it be there to fly to. And if I've got it next to my ship, then that's not going to be a good thing. I want to make sure I've got my ship with me so that I can fly the C2 and the ship away. Come on. And then just fly back to my 890 jump. I think that's it. It is. Last box. Success. We picked up some stuff that we can go and put back into the 890. Now I can't remember what the thing is to unlock the. There's a button to unlock all the doors. I can't remember what it is. I think it was Shift and D. Command Shift and D, I think it is, and then that can then control the doors. But I can do it anyway from on here anyway. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I wanted to get that ship in, didn't I? Get my ship in so that I can take that away with the C2 after. Getting as far as I can. Hopefully I can get that door closed then. Right, we're all good.
Launch.
Close the doors. Make sure that's in there. Yeah, that should be fine. We're all good. That's it. Cool. We're in a good place. Right.
Shields.
Let's spool up.
Landing gear up.
Let's go. Right. Let's see if I can jump to my 90 from here. Yeah, we've got a lock. Saves us fuel on the salvation as well, doesn't it?
Quantum travel engaged.
There we are. Somebody else's ship to do the job for us. Now I could just go and sell this wherever I need to sell it. That could be the other option. But I want to sort of show you the thing that I wanted to do, which was transferring everything to my 890 jump. Okay, heading over to my 890 now. What I'm going to do is lower that lower part of it and then pull the salvation out of this and then start transferring boxes. Don't know where the thing is. I want to make sure I'm in a good position, not too far away. Open them doors. Might have to pull that in a bit further, I think. Where's the button for this thing? Ah, it's coming. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach the thing from over there. The boxes. I'm going to have to bring this closer, I think. But at least I've got a gauge now of where I need to be.
Engines on.
I want to sort of lift this up, bring it in a bit closer. Bit of offloading. I mean, it looks close, but it's still far away, isn't it? It's still a bit of a task. Okay, so 3 more to fill up the bottom section here. 3 more of these big ones to fill up the bottom section. Ooh. We've got more than 3, I think. Well, I've put 1 in already, so it's only got 2 more spaces now. And I don't think we can put them on top now. We can't. So that's that, and then 1 more to get into that. So what I need to do now is take this now over to the top and take it inside it. Let's open. Again, what I want to try and do is aim it to the back of the ship, at the back of the bay, because that's where the bigger sections are. I want to try and get as close as I can. I'm going to get these at the back over there. There we are. So all we've got left now is the ship. So I'm just going to move this out of the way so that whoever ship it is, it's out of the way from mine. And there's the ship with its cargo in. I'm just going to head somewhere else.
Shields off.
Start heading over that way. 1 click or something.
Quantum travel engaged.
That'll do.
Quantum travel complete.
Make sure the doors are open. Yeah. Right. What I'm going to try and do is self-destruct it.
Self-destruct on.
60 seconds. 50. 55. 40. 30. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8, 9. Oh.
Take off.
Get out of the ship before it blows up, you moron. Nearly. Boom! There she goes. Beautiful. Thank you for your ship, whoever's ship that was. Really appreciate it. But I can't leave no traces near my ship. Evil laugh. There we are. Right. And then off we go back to my ship. I think that's it there, innit? Back over to my 890. There she is.
Shields are on. Take off.
10 engines off.
Engines on. System off.
There we are. So what I need to do now is be a better pilot next time, not smash into my golem. And I need to just close the pod bay doors out. Get them closed up. I did hit it. There we go. And that's it. Now I can just do this section here that I need to do. Oh yeah. Take both of those. And that. And then take these. Start lining these up where I want them. That's it. We've got some cargo in the upper area now to fill up the rest later on. And we're going to go and close the elevator on the other side now as well. While I'm here, I might as well do this. Do my health and anything else I need to do. Make sure my regeneration is set here. I think it already was. Cool. It's good to know. If you're on the medbed, you can look outside the ship. And into here, where this is open, and we're going to close the lift. That's it, guys. And there's all our cargo. Success. Not too sure if we could have got some down the sides here or not. Not sure. But still, we've got cargo, guys. That's it. Cargo run done. So that's basically my thing that I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be grabbing cargo. Luckily, I had the big ship there that I could use, but I'm not really too bothered. I would have just gone down with the Golem OX and done a few trips with it. That wouldn't have bothered me too much. And same result, basically, but having the C2 there helped. If I'd have gone backwards and forwards to the Golem OX, there might have been more fresh food there when I went back. But yeah, that's it, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to hit the button, stick on the like button, guys. Hit the bell and subscribe notification. And I just want to give a big shout out to our members in the org and the members on our YouTube channel. Really, really does help us out, guys, when you become a member to do these videos and stuff. And yeah, there's also in the description is our org, and which is Noobs Gaming, and our Discord link. And yeah, really, really enjoyed that one, guys. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to try and move closer to Pyro, but I think there's a update coming, and me and Kilthanis want to try and get some videos of having a few capital ships around the area where we can then all just chill and use each other's ships. But then I do want to move, once we get to the new update, move the capital ship if I've still got it, because I bought this in game and it might get taken off me. But if I've still got it, move that over to Pyro and just do some of the runs in Pyro where you can do small boxes. I think the thing is, in Pyro, there's a lot of areas where you'll only get small amounts like 20s and 30s and stuff like that, but it's really, really high value stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys out in the verse.